1. Athens, cradle of Western civilization. Athens is not just the capital of Greece, it's the origin of philosophy, democracy, theater, and so much of what defines Western thought. Walking through this city is like flipping through a 3,000-year-old history book, but one with modern soul, electric nightlife, and world-class cuisine. At its heart stands the Acropolis, the sacred rock crowned by the Parthenon, one of humanity's greatest architectural achievements. From its gleaming marble columns, the city sprawls in all directions, blending antiquity with modernity. Nearby, you'll find the Theater of Dionysus, the Odeon of Rhodes, and the Temple of Olympian Zeus, each echoing centuries of innovation and worship. But Athens isn't just ruins. The Acropolis Museum and National Archaeological Museum display breathtaking statues, frescoes, and artifacts that help contextualize the ancient world. Stroll through Plaka, the city's oldest neighborhood, where neoclassical homes hug narrow alleys filled with tavernas, shops, and stray cats lounging in the sun. The modern city is just as vibrant. Rooftop bars in monasteries offer unforgettable views of the lit-up Parthenon. Locals gather for coffee at cafes in Thessaloniki, and in neighborhoods like Exarchia and Syri, street art and alternative culture thrive. Athens is a raw, real, and deeply layered city, both a monument and a metropolis. 2. Santorini, the volcanic jewel of the Aegean. Santorini is perhaps the most iconic island in the world, its whitewashed houses clinging to caldera cliffs, blue-domed churches glowing in sunset light, and narrow cobbled streets winding through postcard-perfect villages. Formed by a volcanic eruption around 1600 BCE, the island is shaped like a crescent surrounding a submerged caldera, offering unparalleled views of the Aegean Sea. The towns of Fira, Stefani, Imrovigli, and especially Oia are perched along this rim, each offering spellbinding sunsets that draw thousands of travelers every evening. Santorini's volcanic nature is visible everywhere, from the dramatic red beach, layered with iron-rich cliffs, to the black sands of Parissa and Kamari. You can take a boat to the uninhabited volcanic islets of Ni Kameni and Pala Kameni to hike a live volcano, or swim in thermal hot springs. Wine lovers are in for a treat. The island's unique volcanic soil produces crisp, mineral-rich whites like Acertico, and local wineries like Santo Wines and Venezzanos offer tastings with jaw-dropping caldera views. With its ancient ruins like Akrotiri, the Pompeii of the Aegean, romantic atmosphere, and almost supernatural beauty, Santorini is not just a destination, it's an experience etched into the imagination. 3. Meteora, monasteries suspended in air. In the heart of mainland Greece, rising from the Thessalian plains, stand the Meteora, immense rock pillars, each crowned with ancient monasteries that seem to float in the sky. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a testament to both nature's grandeur and human devotion. Originally settled by hermits in the 11th century, these sandstone towers became home to over 20 monasteries by the 15th century. Today, 6 remain active, still inhabited by monks and nuns. The Great Meteoron, the largest and most majestic, offers breathtaking views and priceless religious artifacts. Others, like Varlam, or Sinu, and St. Stephen's, are equally awe-inspiring, each uniquely perched and spiritually charged. Reaching these sacred heights once required rope ladders and pulleys. Now, well-maintained paths and stone steps make them accessible, though still a physical and emotional journey. Sunrise and sunset here are transcendent. Golden light bathes the rocks, the haze lifts from the valley, and bells ring faintly through the still air. Beyond the monasteries, Meteora is also a paradise for rock climbers, hikers, and photographers. Trails wind through wildflower meadows, pine forests, and ancient caves, offering panoramic views of this otherworldly landscape. The nearby town of Kulabaka is a charming base, filled with tavernas and local folklore. Meteora is a place where heaven and earth meet, a surreal convergence of natural wonder and human spirituality. 4. Delphi, the navel of the ancient world. Once considered the center of the world by ancient Greeks, Delphi is a mystical and mesmerizing archaeological site, nestled on the slopes of Mount Parnassus. This sacred sanctuary was home to the Oracle of Apollo, whose cryptic prophecies influenced kings, empires, and philosophers for centuries. As you ascend the sacred way, you pass the remains of treasuries, monuments, and altars left by city-states seeking the oracle's favor. The Temple of Apollo, though now partially ruined, still radiates power and serenity. Nearby, the Theater of Delphi offers one of the most epic ancient views, stone seats facing out to an infinite sea of olive trees, valleys, and distant mountains. Above lies the stadium, where the Pythian Games, precursors to the Olympics, were once held. The Delphi Archaeological Museum, one of Greece's finest, houses the charioteer of Delphi, a bronze masterpiece that feels alive with movement and grace. Delphi isn't just ruins, it's a place where mythology, geography, and energy converge. Even today, many believe the land carries an inexplicable spiritual charge. Whether you're a history buff, a lover of myth, or a seeker of meaning, Delphi leaves a mark on the soul. 5. Nafplio, the romantic seaside fortress. Once the capital of modern Greece, Nafplio is a refined, Venetian-flavored coastal town, where history, elegance, and Mediterranean charm blend seamlessly. Overlooking the Argolic Gulf and ringed by fortresses, it's often considered the most romantic town in the country. Stroll through the old town, with its pastel facades, marbled squares, neoclassical buildings, and flower-filled balconies. At the heart is Syntagma Square, surrounded by historical buildings like the Vleftikon, Greece's first parliament and archaeological museum. Dominating the skyline is the Palamidi Fortress, an 18th-century citadel perched 216 meters above sea level, reached by climbing its legendary 999 steps, though you can drive too. The views from the top are staggering: red roofs, azure waters, and distant mountains under Grecian light. Just offshore lies Bortzi Castle, a Venetian fortress on a small islet, once used as a prison. You can take a short boat ride to explore its walls, or simply admire it glowing at night from a cafe on the promenade. Nafplio also offers nearby excursions to Myson and Epidaurus, two of the most important ancient sites in Greece. But more than anything, Nafplio is a place to slow down, savor gelato by the sea, watch the sunset from a fortress wall, and feel transported to another era. 6. Crete, the island of kings and canyons. Crete, Greece's largest island, is not just a place, it's a universe of its own. From majestic mountains to endless beaches, mythological palaces to wild gorges, Crete is where Minoan civilization flourished, Zeus was born, and Mediterranean culture pulses with life. Begin in Heraklion, the capital, and visit the Palace of Knossos, the legendary labyrinth of King Minos and the Minotaur. This vast, partially reconstructed complex offers insights into Europe's oldest civilization, with vivid frescoes and ceremonial halls. Then head west to Chania and Rethymno, two atmospheric towns with old Venetian harbors, Ottoman mosques, and colorful backstreets. Their charm is in their blend: east meets west, old meets new. Crete's natural landscapes are equally staggering. The Samaria Gorge, a 16-kilometer hike through sheer canyon walls and pine-scented trails, is one of Europe's best treks. The beaches are varied and spectacular: Elafinis's pink sands, Balos Lagoon's shallow turquoise pools, and Vi, Europe's only native palm forest. Cretan food is legendary, rich in olive oil, mountain herbs, cheeses, and tradition. And the people, fiercely proud, deeply hospitable, and always ready with a rocky toast. Crete is a land of myths, music, and mountains, and you could spend a lifetime exploring it without uncovering all its treasures. 7. Rhodes, the island of knights. Rhodes is a tale of two worlds, a sun-soaked island with golden beaches and a living medieval city, where knights once roamed. The largest of the Dodecanese islands, Rhodes combines ancient Greek ruins, Crusader castles, and Aegean elegance. The centerpiece is the medieval city of Rhodes, the UNESCO World Heritage Site, and one of Europe's best preserved walled cities. Walk through the Street of the Knights, explore the Palace of the Grand Master, and discover cobblestone alleys lined with shops, tavernas, and hammams. Outside the city, history unfolds at the Acropolis of Lindos, dramatically perched above a turquoise bay. Its whitewashed village below is a maze of narrow streets, bougainvillea, and donkeys trotting by. Rhodes also boasts incredible beaches like Sambuca, St. Paul's Bay, and Anthony Quinn Bay, named after the actor who loved its rugged beauty. Inland, pine forests, sleepy villages, and hidden churches invite deeper exploration. With its nightly romance, ancient wonders, and cosmopolitan flair, Rhodes offers a layered, immersive experience unlike any other Greek island. 8. Thessaloniki, Greece's cultural capital. Greece's second-largest city, Thessaloniki, is a melting pot of civilizations and a haven for artists, students, and storytellers. Over the centuries, Romans, Byzantines, Ottomans, and Jews have all left their mark here, making it a rich tapestry of cultures and flavors. The Rotunda, Arch of Galerius, and Roman Forum speak to its ancient past, while Byzantine churches like Hagia Sophia and Agios Demetrios offer stunning mosaics and spiritual serenity. The White Tower, a waterfront sentinel, is the symbol of the city and the perfect place to begin a seafront walk. Thessaloniki also has one of the most vibrant food scenes in Greece. From bougatsa sweet custard pastry and gyros to traditional meze and Balkan specialties, The city is a culinary wonderland. Nightlife here is legendary. Bars, cafes, and music venues hum with energy in districts like Laodikeia and Vallauris. Yet, Thessaloniki still feels welcoming, relaxed, and artistic, a place where every street corner holds a new discovery. 9. Mykonos. Glamour and cycladic charm. Mykonos is Greece's most glamorous island, a paradise of whitewashed houses, blue shutters, and cosmopolitan flair. Known for its luxurious lifestyle and beach parties, it still retains its cycladic charm and timeless beauty. Mykonos town core is a maze of winding alleys filled with boutiques, chic cafes, and flower-draped balconies. Iconic landmarks include the windmills of Kato, Little Venice, and the whitewashed church of Panagia Paraportiani. By day, relax on Ceru, Paraga, or Super Paradise Beach, some of Europe's most famous sands. By night, world-class DJs, beach bars, and waterfront clubs bring the island alive. Just offshore lies Delos, the mythical birthplace of Apollo and Artemis, and one of Greece's most important archaeological sites. A day trip here reveals temples, mosaics, and statues set on a sun-drenched sacred island. Mykonos offers luxury, legend, and liveliness, making it irresistible to travelers who seek both indulgence and inspiration. 10. Corfu, the Emerald Island. Lush, green, and cosmopolitan, Corfu stands apart in the Ionian Sea. With Venetian fortresses, British palaces, French esplanades, and Greek spirit, it's an island where every corner tells a different story. Corfu Town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a blend of pastel buildings, hidden squares, and elegant cafes. The old and new fortresses, Liston Promenade, and a Chilean palace reflect centuries of cultural exchange. Corfu's landscape is equally diverse: olive groves, cypress forests, rugged cliffs, and golden beaches like Palea Castrica, Glyfada, and Myrtiatisa. Inland villages like Lacones and Cassiope offer panoramic views and traditional hospitality. The island is also rich in music, literature, and cuisine. Corfiate dishes like pastizzata and soffritto mix Italian and Greek flavors, while summer festivals bring folk dances, concerts, and open-air cinema to life. Corfu is timeless, elegant, and endlessly enchanting, a green jewel floating in the Ionian blue.